Welcome back to Planet Earth, Our Loving Home, featuring excerpts from a recent presentation on rising sea levels, given by Australian oceanographer Dr. John Church as part of the Lung Ing Tai Cultural Foundation's MediaTech Lecture Series. According to the fourth assessment report of the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, released in 2007, the average sea level globally is estimated to rise between 18 and 59 centimeters by 2100. However, many scientists now believe that the report's projections were too conservative, with experts saying a 1 meter to 2 meter rise by century's end is a real possibility. A stark reality faced by many island nations right now is the danger of totally disappearing. On October 17, 2009, the government of the Maldives conducted a cabinet meeting entirely underwater, where the nation's president, His Excellency Mohammed Nasheed, and other top officials signed a document calling for all countries to take immediate action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to protect low-lying nations. Coastal countries are also seriously threatened, with Bangladesh, Indonesia and Thailand seeing floods and seawater intrusions becoming more and more frequent. Based on projections, if sea levels rise 50 centimeters, then 55% of Bangkok, Thailand, will be underwater. If it rises 1 meter, then 72% of the city will be submerged. The United Nations University Institute for Environment and Human Security predicts there will be over 200 million climate change refugees by 2050, and over 40 countries will cease to exist by 2100 due to sea level rise.
There are many islands in the Pacific, the Indian and the Caribbean who will all be impacted by sea level rise, and perhaps more important are the many deltas around the world where there are very large populations living right next to the coast. Not only is sea level rising, but the land in these regions is sinking also. These combined impacts will have very serious implications through the 21st century and beyond.
Many people live within about a metre of sea level. It's estimated that about in excess of 100 million, maybe the order of 150 million people live within about a metre of the current high tides around the world.
The melting glaciers and the heating of the oceans, which are causing seawater levels to climb every year, are being driven by the huge amounts of greenhouse gases being released into the atmosphere. Per the paper, Livestock and Climate Change, published in late 2009 in WorldWatch magazine, which is published by the respected WorldWatch Institute, livestock grazing is accountable for more than 51% of all human-caused global greenhouse gas emissions. Dr. Church now addresses aerosols and how they relate to the true extent of the warming of the Earth.
Another important aspect of this is aerosols. So these are aerosols which arise from the burning of fossil fuels, resulting in air pollution in cities around the world. These tend to cool the planet, offsetting some of the warming from the greenhouse gases. In contrast to the greenhouse gases, have got a very long lifetime. Aerosols have got a short lifetime, can be washed out of the atmosphere relatively rapidly, and we have a lot less understanding of their impact. So the concern is that while they may be offsetting some of the warming to date, masking some of the warming to date, with society deciding to clean up our atmosphere, it may reduce that offsetting and actually reveal the true potential of greenhouse gases to warm the planet even faster.
In order to protect ourselves and our children, Dr. Church is calling upon the world to pay close attention to the threat of climate change and take immediate action on greenhouse gas emissions to halt rising sea levels.
If we are to avoid the melting of the Greenland ice sheet and other sea level rises, then reduction in our emissions of greenhouse gas, very significant reduction, a sustained reduction will be required.
Society needs to call on our governments to show leadership to ensure that we reduce our emissions, we reduce them substantially and urgently. We will have to change the way we approach our use and wastage of energy. We'll have to adopt new technologies.
This is a major challenge for society, a very important challenge for society, and I argue that the need for reduction in emissions is urgent. We need to start now.
The most effective and fastest solution to address the heating of our planet is for us all to adopt the organic vegan diet. If we end consumption of animal products, the livestock industry will cease to exist and sea levels will stop rising as our planet cools. We thank Dr. John Church for sharing his important and critical message about the oceans with the world and wish him much success in his future oceanographic research. For more details on Dr. John Church, please visit www.cmar.csiro.au. Conscientious viewers, thank you for your kind company on today's edition of Planet Earth, Our Loving Home. Up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May all enjoy blessed lives and inner peace.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/PE